The Grey Man does whatever a Grey Man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey, I'm doing another contest entry. This is not a blog. This is a contest entry. I was going to do it as part of my blog, but I'll do it separately. This is for Jerno's Comics and Pop Culture, is it? I can't even remember the channel name now. It's a long name, but he's got a long competition as well. And lots of questions that I've not even thought about, to be honest. I'm gonna do them just off the cuff, off the top of my head kind of thing. First thing I want you to do is show some of your collection. I've said it a few times, but I'll show it again. Let's have a look. So let's have a look. This is my bedroom. There's some comic books there. Some comic boxes up the top there. A few bits and pieces. There's some comic boxes here on the floor. This is Invaders. I've read them. I need to find a place for them. This is some stuff I got for mate. I need to read those and find a place for them. This is what I'm currently about to read. This is my Blue Beetle. I got them out of my box the other day when I was going through my boxes and finally bagged and boarded them properly because that's a really cool run. I love that Blue Beetle run. One of my faves. That's some comics I've just read. These are some Superman doubles that I need to get off my lazy arse and actually sell. This is some stuff in here that I don't particularly need. I got these as part of a batch that included my Batwoman, first Barbara Gordon Batwoman comic. I also got the first Defenders in there. I got Avengers #3. I got the Origin of Blade. And I got a nice old, I think it was the Origin of Doctor Strange. And I got them for a really good price actually. And I've still got these in here that I'm not particularly bothered about. Loads of like variants and stuff that I need to sort of sell, and so that you know, Batgirl would have paid for itself kind of thing, or Batwoman. This is my Green Lantern box that I'm going through at the moment. This is my original series Green Lantern, should I say. At the bottom there is my box of Silver Surfer. I think it was the second run from the 90s. Anyway, yeah, so you can see there's two boxes up of this one needs to go upstairs again. There's some more there. Actually, these can go back into their spot. I don't know why these ones are still out actually, other than the fact I've been using it to put my laptop on. Get in your spot. There we go. There we go, back into their spot. There's some more down there. Well, these are my comic shelves. These were when I used to still buy comics regularly, which I stopped in 2013. This is where the current readings would go. And as you can see, I kind of run out of space, which is one of the reasons I stopped buying comics. Mainly the money, though. Mainly the money and the fact that I wasn't getting quite so much enjoyment out of them. Got fed up with them killing all the heroes off that I liked. As you can see, these brown boxes also have comics in them as well. Right. This is my bed. This is my pile of t-shirts that I'm sort of currently wearing my way through. So there's another couple of long boxes there. Short box here. Also got some Green Lantern and some Aquaman in this. This has got some comics in as well. I'm going to do this only one take. I'm not going to bother stopping it and being nice. Some more comic boxes on the side here. This is just some old packaging material that some comics have come in, and I've kept them in case I eventually get around to selling the comics I should be selling. This is a pile of doubles, need to be got rid of. This is a bunch of Batman doubles that mainly I owe some of these to my nephew, because what I've been doing, I've been giving them to my nephew for his birthdays and Christmas presents. So I'll give him about 20 of them for his last birthday, because I've not seen him because of the corona and all that. But he's the only one of my nephews that are actually into comics. Yeah, this is some Superman. This is going to be on. I've just finished off that run from 1 to 50, so I'm going to get round to reading them soon. Some Cyber Frogs doubles that I think are worth some money, so I'm going to try and flog. I'll get round to flogging them at some point. Some more boxes. I think there's some more Supermans in here. There's another long box at the bottom there you can just make out. Right then, let's go upstairs. I'm not going to bother altering this. Oh, I should bring my laptop with me because he's asking some questions as well. So if I probably gave you a really bad close-up of my face then, which is not even good at a distance, so I apologise for that. Right, he wants to know your favourite on-screen portrayal of a comic character. I am absolutely terrible at making up favourites. and deciding favourites. But there was one comic character that I saw coming up this season kind of preview trailer, and it made me go, ooh! So I'm going to go with that as my favourite, even though I didn't think the portrayal in the show was particularly good. But I'm going to go with that. And I can't remember who the actor is, but it's the guy who played Wild Dog in one of the Arrow seasons. Because when I saw the trailer, I was like, "This Wild Dog!" Like, I got really excited. Even though he's a 2-bit blinking character that nobody really, particularly remembers. But I was excited to see Wild Dog. Anyway, we're in my upstairs room now, so let's look at some more comics. Just one long box on there. Used to be 3 long boxes, but I've relocated them now a bit. These are all my CDs and vinyl. This room is a right mess. Some Christmas decorations I need to put up in the loft. It's only April. I still haven't put them in the loft yet. Right, now here's some of my more of my long boxes. Normally they're piled up to the ceiling, but I've found a new place for some of them actually. So I haven't got to carry long boxes right up to the top there on a ladder, because that was pretty dangerous, so I'm not getting any younger. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 short boxes and 7 long boxes there. I'll probably put one more on top. Because it's not so high. And then what I've done, I've started putting them over on this side instead. So there's two rows of 3 long boxes there, and I've got 3 more here that I'm going to bung in front of those ones. So there'll be 9 long boxes over in that corner there. I swear. Oh, there's one down the floor down here as well. I need to count my long boxes. I always think I've got more, but when I look at them, it doesn't seem so many. 9, 7, that's 16. I've got 2 on top of the bed, 18, and 1 over by the side of the wardrobe. So I only got 19 long boxes. I think it might be 19. Yeah, anyway. Over there, I've got some 2000 ODs in a pile kind of somewhere. Right, let's get my laptop back on. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to go with my answer to the first question of what's your favourite portrayal of a comic book character. I don't know who the actor is, and to be honest, I didn't think he played the character very well. It was a different origin. I think they changed his ethnicity as well. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but it was, it was cool. I was glad to see a minor character that I liked in a comic book. So yeah, in a comic book property, TV property. Right, so Wild Dog, I'm going with that one. What comic book brought you into the hobby? What age? Memory, man. I haven't got a memory. If you're thinking I'm one of these people who can remember things, you are sorely mistaken. I do not have a clue what my first comic book was. I haven't got an idea. Don't know. I don't remember a time before comic books. I always remember, I always seem to remember reading comic books, whether it be the UK old comic books or Marvel UK reprints of superhero comics. And I think my oldest one that I've got in my collection, although I don't recall it being the first one I bought, was I think it was X-Men 109. Where Vindicator's punching Wolverine I think they're in a lake, in there, or in a water or a river or something. And looking at I think that's from 1977. I don't remember it being the first one that I bought, but I remember reading when I was in infant school. I remember reading some in the classroom. They had some comics that we could read at various times, and I remember there was the first appearance of Wolverine, but I'm pretty sure it was a UK reprint rather than the actual original. If it was a really original, I wish I'd stolen it, but I didn't. I don't own that one now, so. But yeah, so I don't remember. I can't answer that question. Possibly that X-Men, I think it's 109, could be my first comic book, but I don't have a memory of it. I don't look at it and go, oh yeah, I remember this being my first comic book or anything like that. I have no idea, Favourite hero of all time, why? I don't pick favourites. I can't do favourites. I am genetically incapable of choosing favourites. Simple as that, really. I don't have a favourite superhero. I like most superheroes. There's a few that I'm not so keen on. There's lots that I like equally. I have a fondness for practically every single character. I'm going to have to be boring and just say Batman, because I remember him, the TV show as a kid, watching that religiously, you know. It'd be like, you know, tune in next week to find... Of course I've got to tune in next week. Oh, God, I can't wait a week. I need to know what happens. I'll be there at the same Bat time on the same Bat channel. I must find out what happens to Batman. So, you know, you've got that fondness and that memory of him. And also, you know, his comic books are pretty cool. His more recent depictions are a bit... Yeah... You know, this whole he can beat absolutely everybody and all that, and give him the prep time he can destroy. You know, he's, you know, I think he's overconfident. I don't know if he's got some kind of mental defect where he's only able to feel fear. You know what I mean? When he's going up against the dark side or whatever, you know, he just, I don't know. Got an amazing front. That's all I can say. It wouldn't hurt him to show fear now and again. You know what I mean? You know, to respect the power of the people he's facing, and you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a favourite, but if I've got to say one, I say Batman, because he's the one I probably remember for the longest. I mean, I used to like Spider-Man a lot as a kid, but I got a bit bored of Spider-Man and Marvel in general. I found Spider-Man to be, so angsty all the time. Oh, this, oh, that, oh, the other, oh, worry about this, worry about that, oh. And every single battle, the person to get away, oh, this will be resolved another time. And it just dragged, all the storylines dragged on and on and on. You know, that's, I sort of started getting a bit, oh, yeah, all right, Spider-Man, you're boring me now. And yeah, so there we go. That's just, like, favourite villain of all time. Why? Why have a favourite villain? Is my question. I have no idea. Let me just pluck one from the tiny part of my mind where, you know, randomly picking favourites is generated. Come on, brain. Don't fail me now. Favourite villain? Oh, Felix Faust. There you go. He's not my favourite villain, but he's the villain that I've decided to choose. His first appearance is one that I bought recently in JLA 10. It was also the first appearance of the Demons 3, I think they're called, and the Book of the Necronomicon. The H.P. Lovecraft invented book Necronomicon appears in that JLA 10, and it's got an awesome cover where he's got his fingers like that, and the JLA members are all on the ends of his fingers, like finger puppets. Like I don't think that scene actually happens in the book, but it's to convey the fact that he's got them in his hands, under his power, that kind of thing. And it's an awesome cover, and yeah, one comic I'm very pleased to have. And I think Felix Faust is a pretty cool villain. I don't think he's my favourite villain, but then I don't think I've got a favourite villain. You know, all the sort of traditional people's favourites, like Doctor Doom, yeah, he's alright. He's, you know, nothing to write home about. He's just another villain, as far as I'm concerned. The Mandarin, yeah, whatever, he's okay. But, you know, I can't say there's one villain where someone says it and I go, oh, I must buy. Like the Joker. The Joker is so overplayed, like, same as Batman. It's like this Joker, he's just a normal guy who, he's not even that good in a, you know, he's not even that good in a fight. His power is that he's mad, you know? Yeah, well, I don't know. He's a little bit OTT sometimes. Right, favourite universe: Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Star Trek, Transformers, Image, or Battlestar Galactica. DC. There you go. That was easy because I quit reading Marvel in the 90s because I just found every single character that I used to like of theirs just went to pot. The art went to pot. The stories went to pot, and it was like, you know what? I can't bother with Marvel anymore. DC's my jam, and I'd already been reading DC as well, but I just decided that I liked DC, what they were doing, a lot more than what I liked Marvel were doing. I think Marvel totally lost their way at least for a few months, and it certainly drove me away from the company anyway. But you know, I still read them and I still collect them. I'm collecting the old ones now, though. That's my ones that I missed out on in the past, or ones that I had some of the run and I want to get more of the run, kind of thing. Right, favourite MCU movie, least favourite, and why? Oh, that's a bloody annoying thing. It's Marvel Cinematic Universe. I thought it was going to be all superhero movies, because I was going to say my favourite superhero movie was Green Lantern. And I know lots of people hate that movie and think it was crap, but for me, I was a massive Green Lantern fan. I wouldn't say they're my favourite, but I really, really like Green Lantern. I was really excited for the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I loved the portrayal of the Ring. I loved the portrayal of Oa. I just liked the whole movie. I thought the movie was cool, and I was absolutely excited at the end when you see Sinestro putting on the yellow ring. I think he puts the yellow ring on at the end. I think he does, and I can't remember the whole thing now. But I was like, oh wow, can't wait for Green Lantern 2. And also I went to the pictures with my mum to see that one, so that was another happier memory of that. And yeah, I just thought it was a cool movie. But anyway, it's asking you about the MCU. Oh god, I hate when they ask questions I don't know the answers to. I don't know. Let's go with the first Ant-Man movie, just for the sake of it. I know they're not quite as well respected as some of the others, but I thought it was a good yarn, good action. I loved the way that things were shrunk and so forth. And I just thought it was a pretty decent movie. It had some good jokes in it, I suppose. But, MCU movies, to me, they're just formulaic, aren't they? But they're good. They're just entertaining. That's all you need, entertainment. And also, I don't really tend to... I'm a kind of like a plateau kind of person. I don't get massively excited by stuff. And equally, I don't necessarily get massively disappointed by stuff. I try and keep my emotions kind of like... Because I remember when I first... Batman movie in 1989, I absolutely hated it. I got absolutely irate, really irate about it. But that taught me to just calm down. Don't worry about these things. Just accept the film for what it is. Enjoy the elements of it that you enjoy, and if there's something you don't think is correct or you don't enjoy, forget about it. It's too late. You can't do anything about it. You can't change the movie. This was the director's view of how the film should be done. That's it. Just accept it. Just enjoy the bits that you enjoyed. That's all you can do. Well, my battery's running out. I need to be quick. Right, my least favourite would be Civil War, because at that point, I don't like heroes. I like, fair enough, they meet each other, there's a misunderstanding, they have a little battle, then they carry on and beat the villains. But Civil War is just about heroes fighting heroes. And for me, that was too early in the superhero movies, to be having them fighting each other. There's so many villains in the Marvel universe that they could have utilised, but no, they're fighting each other, and to me, that just really annoyed me. They had Crossbones in that one, and he wasn't played very well. They had Baron Zemo, and he wasn't even a proper villain. He was just someone out for revenge. Yeah, it just cheesed me off a bit, that film. It was alright, the action was good and all that, but I just don't like whole movies about heroes fighting each other when there's so many villains out there and so many other great storylines they could have done. I think that's the reason. Yeah, that's the favourite movie, least favourite movie, and the reasons. Right, 3 YouTubers, we should all sub. Right, I did a contest entry earlier on for Spirit Comics and Matilda Gothika's joint competition, so I'm going to shout both those two out. Those are the two of the channels I'm gonna say to sub up. So Spirit Comics, he's cool. Matilda Gothika, she's lovely. And one more off the top of my head. I just watched their stream just a minute ago. Oh, bloody hell. Let me open up my... where is it? Oh, Not Quite Mint. Go sub up Not Quite Mint. They do a video, I think, twice a week, a live stream where they go through comic books and comic characters and that. And there are a couple of fellow Brits, and they're very approachable in chat, and they have good chemistry with good chat with each other. And yeah, they should have more people watching their videos, as far as I'm concerned. More people supporting the Brits. Support us Brits, man. Come on. Stop just watching each other's videos and ignoring us poor British people. Have pity on us poor British people. We have feelings too, If you cut us, do we not bleed? Yeah, okay. Right, as usual, I'm talking crap, but, that's how I roll, man. I talk crap. I'm out of here, and until next time, may all your news be a good news. Choo-choo!
Jerno's Comics and Pop Culture. Go and sub him now. Jerno's Comics and Pop Culture. Sub him right this second. You who's listening to this, go and sub them. And go and sub the free channels that I shouted out as well. Yeah.